Time for another review. Now, two disclaimers. One, the episode I'm about to review will cause some hellish controversy. Right now, if this may offend you, and disclaimer two, if you didn't watch the episode last night, I suggest doing so before watching this video, as I will be spoiling the episode in this review. Okay, the episode is called Split Up Puff, which is the episode opens with them fighting the very same monster, that Princess had sicked on them in the episode Princess Buttercup, and the same episode that apparently, and as well as the same monster that they had smashed into Silico's house in his flashback. This is the third time they referenced the same monster. Yeah. And then when they get home, super late at night, upset that they missed this space tow truck special thingy. Yeah, they then started blaming each other for why they took so long. Yeah, but then they all simultaneously, they all have simultaneous emergencies on other sides of Townsville, where them to split up and take the fall and tackle the problem by themselves. Here it is, so it's cray. Because Bubbles has to go help this old man across the river. Blossom has to go fight this robot. He has to go fight this robot in a library, and Buttercup has to go fight this parasitic dog monster thing. What parasitic? Well, you'll see. Just be patient. Anyway, when Blossom finds the monster at the library, the robot in the library, the robot informs her that he was programmed with every plan that she could come up with to stop him, programmed to predict every move she could come up with to stop him. And Bubbles, on the other hand, when she keeps trying to appease certain situations, at first she tries to take him across without his chicken and fox, but then he tells her that she can't leave the chicken and fox together alone because they'll fight. And so she takes the fox and leaves the chicken feed for the chicken, and then he's like, "You can't leave the chicken alone, it's a chicken feed. Its cheek is too small for the piece," or something like that. And she keeps trying, only to get more and more complicated. And so she tries her usual cutesy method of solving the situation. Yeah, but it doesn't work until the farmer tells her that she has to think her way out of the situation. Yeah, now comes where Buttercup's issue arrives, and why. The reason why I call the dog monster parasitic is because, every time Buttercup tries punching it, it splits into 2 dog monsters, then 4, then 6, then 8, then... Every time she punches it, it's into 2 dog monsters, then 4, then 8, then 16, then 24, then 48, then 96, etc. And then when at her corner, she realizes that she realizes is accidentally that she has to be nice to the dog monsters to get them to stop. And back at Blossom, she realizes that she can't think the way out of the robot situation like herself, but that she has to go in, fist blazing, but that she has to punch first, think later, like when she feeds a monster. Yeah, and even though the bet implied that whoever strategy works for their specific crisis, knowing that whoever works out their specific crisis using their own method, that's simply the movie they watch tonight. They watch that evening. The problem was that since none of their tactics worked on their own emergency, that the bet was officially a three-way draw. Blossom couldn't defeat her emergency by being smart. Buttercup couldn't defeat her emergency by being tough. And Bubbles couldn't solve her conundrum by being nice. And so there's a different kind of art. And so it ends with Bubbles saying, "You want being cute isn't always the right answer." Then watch the Viant movie, and then like, no, Bubbles. Being tough isn't always the right answer. Let's watch your cutesy film, and they basically fight over that. Yeah, meanwhile, Blossom has a kind of like, what is it? Oh yeah, an end personality similar to the one she showed just a little bit before the fake out ending in the episode Girls Roll. She's all feral and creepy and scary and ugh. And the one question remains: how the heck did Mojo know they were going to have this argument of Gordon stood up to solve the thing? And how was he able to program a robot that was able to predict and use against Blossom every single combat strategy that she could come up with? Now, who told you? Well, that's the same thing. Well, he probably remembered almost. How are you thinking? Well, oh, well, it's obvious, isn't it? He obviously remembered crazy mixed up puffs. But no. Why? Because if the creator Teen Titans don't ever watch the original Teen Titans, it's a pretty safe bet to assume that the creators of Powerpuff reboot never watched the original one, because they committed so many crimes against the original. It's just So yeah, that crazy mix of puffs. There's his out the window. And I'm Jason Oldman, and before I go, even though appraisal of any Powerpuff 2016 reboot episode is an almost guaranteed opening to controversy. Well, basically, I really like this episode. It's funny, it's tense, it's everything that the original, that's a reboot could have been, had the creators of it actually done their homework on the original. Actually researched the original program. But no, because they rushed the program in like an 06 type of fashion,
You ready?
Almost. They did not end up doing it well. I'm Jason Goldman, and except for the and if you haven't seen it yet, I urge you to watch because, well, if you're watching our review, then you'll see that it's everything a episode should be. Tense, funny, all that. Peace.